Back with you on Central Illinois Sports as we get ready for the championship contest between Springfield Calvary and Nauvoo-Colusa. Your pregame is brought to you by Great Rivers Banks with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. They're here to help you with lending and personal banking needs. Our friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Steve Surratt, Tim Hull, Lisa Surratt with you for this championship ball game that we've kind of been looking for you. Tim, kind of the Cinderella story here with Nauvoo-Colusa. If you haven't heard the story, and people that are listening from Nauvoo-Colusa, I mean, what a support system here for them as the coach passes away from pancreatic cancer, and they are playing this for him. I met one of his former players, a junior high coach, last night from Carthage, and well-respected man in the community. Tim, you got to see some of it and hear some of it when you were in Virginia for the sectional game.
Yeah, I saw him play, and you could tell there was a little bit of emotion rush there. And they've used that emotion that, might have been sad, all this kind of stuff, but they used it as drive to get here and get into the state championship.
Okay. And so with that, we're going to take a station break. We'll be back with some keys to this game and the starting lineups after we take a station break. You're listening to Central Illinois Sports, your source for IESA State Championship basketball, baseball, softball, and volleyball.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Western Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Western Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Western Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwesterngrain.com. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 Westwood, Camp Point, Illinois.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the perfect gifts for this holiday season.
Come in and check out all of the great gift ideas like hunting accessories, clothing, gun safes, guns and bows.
Let Game Masters help you with your holiday shopping.
Go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection.
And don't forget gift cards for those hard-to-buy loved ones. Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
Game Masters in Quincy. We're passionate about the outdoors.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already, he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Hey,
West Central Illinois. Are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. Steve Surratt, Tim Hull, Lisa Surratt with you. Championship action between Nauvoo-Colusa Vikings and the Springfield Calvary Saints. And this ought to be an interesting ball game, Tim. I don't know. On the outside things, I know we're non-biased here as far as that's go, but Nauvoo-Colusa kind of got the hearts of a lot of communities out there with what they're playing for and what they're doing.
Yeah, and I think that, I've seen people around here, the teams that they have beat have been cheering for them and not for the other team because, losing a coach in the middle of your postseason, losing a coach in general is hard, but especially like in the middle of your postseason where you have to play basically I think they played the next week. You got to give credit to them there.
Absolutely. And small community, small river community at that. And just for them, they're close to us. Springfield's close to us. They're about the same distance, I think, from us in Mount Sterling. But you're listening to the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Hey, check with them for a home loan, personal loans, all your banking needs. They're in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Member FDIC equal housing lender. Let's look at the starting lineups brought to you by your Farm and Home Supply. From snacks to hoodies, power tools, and lawn chairs, no other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Let's take a look at the Springfield Calvary Saints. Their starting lineup will look like this. It'll be Neva McQuillan, the 7th grader, Adeline Kendall, the 7th grader, Madeline Steele, the 7th grader, Leighton Job, the 7th grader, and Colby Statler, the 7th grader. And for Nauvoo-Colusa, it will look like this. It'll look like Taylon Denning, the 7th grader, Katie Lemaire, the 7th grader, Scarlett Euskis. I got to remember Euskis, the 7th grader. Macy Haas, who you need to keep your eye on in this ball game. She'll be the key factor for them, the 7th grader. And lastly, Josie Scott, the 7th grader. She'll play the center position for them. And people to look out for, yes, we said Macy Haas. Who's your person you think you need to watch over on the Calvary Saints, Tim?
I think it's, let's go with Leighton Job, because I think once you start making shots, she gets pretty hot pretty quickly. And once you start making shots, that Calvary team rolls. And once they start getting rolling, they're hard to beat.
Absolutely, and she's kind of the hub of that offense. She'll do a lot of ball handling for them, and a lot of the pass movement. But just like you said, I think the key there is her movement after she gets rid of the basketball and getting to that open spot. And it's going to be Nauvoo-Colusa trying to stop that. You can look at Denning. She had a good game the other day, but really Nauvoo-Colusa as a whole had a really good ball game the other day. So did Springfield Calvary. They both deserve to be here in this championship game, as they both played hard to get here, and the teams will go to the locker room. You're listening to the Great Rivers Bank pregame, and that was your starting lineups brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. We'll be back after these messages.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. Dude.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in the tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports Championship IESA 7th grade girls 2A action here. We've got broadcasting for you. All 4 state championship games are on the air tonight. Your $15. You can change from whichever game you want to watch back and forth. We encourage you to do that. That pass also gets you the 8th grade tournament starting this weekend up in Havana. Tim and Lisa and I will be up in Havana on Saturday morning early for the broadcast as the first game starts at 10 o'clock. And so with that, they're getting ready for starting lineups here. Again, I'm going to give them real quick, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. Hey, from candy to clothes to tools to lawn chairs, everything you need, you can find at your local Farm and Home Supply. And so for the Calvary Saints, it looks like this. It'll be McQuillan, Kendall, Steele, Job, and Stotler. For your Nauvoo-Colusa Vikings, it will be Denning, Lemaire, Euskis, Haas, and Scott. And so that is your starting lineups, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. As we get ready for this basketball game today, we're looking forward. And boy, the crowd is deep over on the Calvary side, and it's deep over here. Not quite as many from Nauvoo-Colusa, but they're taking up, I'm going to say, a little better than half. But look at that Calvary side on the other side there. They brought it. Of course, they didn't have very far to drive.
Yeah, they only have like 20, 30 minutes to drive to be able to get here.
Or less.
Yeah.
Now, some of those students may live right here in Mount Pulaski, as it is a Christian school in Springfield, and they can draw from in the IHSA, they can draw from a 30-mile radius. And so with that, we're getting ready for the contest here. We've already had the Star Spangled Banner tonight, and so we'll be getting right to it. Jumping center for Calvary will be McQuillan. On the other side of things will be the center, Macy Haas, or the main key player, Macy Haas, tonight. Ball's going to be tossed up, and here we go. Controlled by Calvary, and it is got by Stotler. She gives it over to Kendall, back to Stotler. Stotler over to Steele. Steele tries to get it down low to Kendall, and it goes off her hands, and it will be Nauvoo-Colusa basketball. Pressure by Springfield right from the get-go. They get the ball in. That'll be Haas. Seems like all the key players in the ball games have wore 23 there, Tim. Gets the ball over. That's Euskis. Back to Haas. She's going to shoot the three. No good. Rebound was Denning. She gets it on the backside to Euskis, and she can't make the two. Back the other way. That will be Job. Job with the basketball. Cut by Stotler. Down low to Kendall. No good. A rebound ends up in the hands of Lemaire. She'll give the ball over to Haas. 0-0, and we've got almost a minute of play done here. Haas with the basketball, spins, turns, goes, shoots, and 2 points. And all I had to say was we didn't have a score yet, Tim, and we got a score. 2-0. Nauvoo-Colusa. Left side. That's going to be Job. No good for the 3. And a rebound back the other way. Ball was up and good. And I'm trying to think, who made that 24?
It was Denning there.
Denning, okay. That makes it 4-0, and a travel call headed back the other direction. Inbound, Eustace. She gets it into Haas. Haas will bring it up with Kendall on her. Reset the offense. I've got a change in number for, I don't have a 14. Do you have a 14 on that side? Yes. That was Eustace, I'm sorry. Ball is up, no good. Make it a 6. It's a 6-0 ball game here. Haas coming back the other direction. Haas drives in, gets to the basket, throws it up off the glass, no good. Rebound back the other direction. That's going to be Job. Job drives in, out of control. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Nauvoo-Colusa basketball. And Tim, Calvary seems to be playing out of control right now.
Yeah, I think they just need to settle down, let those nerves go, and just play like they have been to get them here.
Haas with the basketball. Kendall on her. You kind of picked that matchup before the game started. That's going to be Eustace for 3. No good. A rebound back out front. That's Lemaire. Lemaire to Haas. Haas drives into the lane. Throws it up and around. No good. Off. And they say it was last off of McQuillan for the Calvary Saints. Inbound will be Eustace. Gets it into Haas. Up off the glass. No good. And knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Nauvoo-Colusa ball. 6-0 with 3 minutes left here in the first. Eustace. And technical called. Technical foul on 33. That's going to be on Steele, and does that go down just as a technical or a foul?
I thought they usually give them a warning if they reach over first, but I guess it's just a technical.
They're discussing that. 2 shots on the technical, and Haas will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, and they'll get the ball back. Haas with 2 points in this ball game. First shot for her up and is good. Haas will shoot the second of the 2 shots. And it's up and good. That'll make it an 8-0 ball game. 30-second timeout. Calvary Saints will be back after these messages.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. It's 8-0. Nauvoo-Colusa over Calvary. They've not been able to score yet. Inbound. Lemaire gets it inbound to Haas. Haas goes around the left-hand side. They switch off. Job on her. Long 3 by Eustace. And Eustace with 5 points in this contest. Back down the other direction. That'll be Job to Kendall. Back to Job. She spins, turns, throws the ball up. No good. Ball knocked around, ends up in Haas's hands. Pressure by Calvary. Ball taken away. Kendall with the basketball. Gives it over to Job. She shoots no good. We're headed back the other way as Eustace gets it to Lemaire. Lemaire gets it across, gives it back to Eustace. And the ball knocked away by Steele. Eustace. Back Eustace for the 2 points, they say. Eustace for 2 more points. Tim, you talked about her getting hot, and that might be a problem.
Yeah, whenever you have 2 people on one team who can score a lot in a game, you're usually not going to beat a team like that.
Calvary works the ball around. Long shot from the corner, a 3-pointer. That was Steele. No good. It'll be Haas bringing the ball back up the other direction. She gets it on top to Lemaire. Lemaire kicks it out, tries to get it to Eustace. She picks it up. Back out to Lemaire. She's going to shoot the 3. No good. Rebound, fought for, ends up in the hands of Lemaire. Lemaire gives it over to Denning. Denning to Eustace. Eustace down to Haas. Dribbles. Trying to go baseline, spins, goes up, and she gets fouled, and the foul, I believe, is going to be on Job. Nope, 24. Foul's going to be on McQuillan. McQuillan's first foul. Team second foul, so that foul did cut as a technical. And Haas makes the first one. She's and the next one up, and she makes it. She's 4 for 4 on free throws. Slam into the ball game for Calvary. That'll be Joe bringing the ball up. Picked by Steele, nothing there. Job drives in, stops, gets it back out to Flynn. She drives back towards the middle, gives it over to McQuillan. McQuillan back out front. Job saves the ball. Kendall ends up getting it. Flynn with the basketball to reset the offense. Down in the corner, almost picked off. That's McQuillan, drives, and a foul going to be called on Haas. That'll be her first foul. And that will put McQuillan to the line to shoot 2. 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Nauvoo up 15-0. McQuillan with her first shot, up and no good. McQuillan bounces that ball hard, Tim.
Yeah,
second shot up, good.
She's putting that pound dribble into it that they teach you at those basketball camps.
Given to Haas on the inbound. Now she's being picked up by Job. Try to get it low to her. McQuillan knocks it out of bounds.
They're kind of playing like a face guarding defense on Haas. They don't want her to be the one to beat them.
Inbound. That'll be Lemaire. Gets it into Eustace. Haas from just the top of the circle. She gets 2 more points. That puts her up to 8 points in the first quarter. 21 seconds left here as they bring it down. That's Steele. Steele shoots, no good. The rebound for Scott, and I think a foul. Foul is going to be on Steele. That's going to be her second foul. The inbound with pressure. They get it into Haas. She puts it back over to Eustace. Eustace will bring it across the line for Nauvoo-Colusa. A pick there by Denning. And a feed in to Scott. She kicks it around. It ends up in Haas's hands. Ball knocked away And that's the end of the first quarter of play. Nauvoo-Colusa Vikings 17, Calvary Saints 1. We'll be back.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
GSI Grain Bins. Maximize your profitability. From the initial site to developing your custom grain storage plan to the completion of the project. Mixer Lumber Company. We will be with you every step of the way. Mixer Lumber Company, your trusted GSI Grain Bin dealer.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports as we bring you IESA 7th grade girls 2A action here. Nauvoo-Colusa and Calvary, Springfield Calvary. It's 17-1. 17-1 with Nauvoo-Colusa with the lead. They get it into Haas to start this second quarter. Haas brings it down low, left-hand side, ball knocked away. That was Job. She's going to try to go coast to coast. No, she tries to throw the flam, and in the hand here, in the way was Lemaire. She got her hand in front of that to knock that ball out of bounds, Tim.
Yeah, Lemaire's kind of like the defensive specialist for this Nauvoo-Colusa team.
Flam with the basketball, tries to go baseline. She is cut off. They'll give it out on top. That'll be Porter in the ball game now. I had to look that one up. I'm going, that's a number I haven't seen yet. Ball knocked out by Nauvoo-Colusa. Flam will inbound. In the corner, you'll find Job. They get it into Porter. Porter drives left side. She gives it back out to Job. Job feeds it to Kendall. Kendall for a long two. No good. Rebound backside was Newland for Nauvoo-Colusa. Haas with the basketball, with the dribble. Euskis on top the key. That was Lemaire. But back out to Euskis for three. She has 10 points here in the first half. Ball knocked out of bounds, or was headed that way. Porter gives it over to Kendall. Kendall back to Job. Then they give it over to McQuillan. Back to Job. She tries to fight her way in. Gets the layup. No good. Rebound. Lemaire. Can't miss those shots in this kind of game, Tim.
Yeah, you gotta get every chance you can at this point.
Euskis, you better not leave her open. Ball down to Haas. She fights her way in. No good on the first shot. Rebound on the backside. That was Newland. No good. 4 shots. No good. And it's still going to be their ball.
I don't think I agree with that call. I think Haas might have came through and swatted that ball out of bounds, but they may still had a better view than us.
We're not wearing the stripes tonight, are we? But we have an opinion, don't we? Ball inbounded. Newland can't handle the ball, and it ends up out of bounds and ends up being Calvary basketball. 20-1. This is too similar to the first game, only it was closer in the first quarter. 20-1. It was 17 for Nauvoo-Colusa in the first. Ball stolen away. Haas back the other direction. Who made that?
Newland did.
Newland. 2 points makes it 22. Flam with the basketball. She'll drive, put it up. And rebound back the other way. Knocked loose. They get it to Kendall. Kendall gets it knocked away. Nice job by Haas to get her hands up, and they're going to call a foul. And the foul is going to be on Porter, her first foul. First team foul for this quarter. Back in, timeout, 30-second timeout. Nauvoo-Colusa 22, Calvary Saints 1. Back with you, Central Illinois Sports State Girls 7 2A action here. Nauvoo-Colusa up 22-1 over the Springfield Calvary Saints. The inbound there was knocked loose, and it'll be Calvary Saint basketball. Inbound, that will be Steele. She'll get it into Job. Dribbles, goes to her left, gets that out to Kendall. Kendall puts it in the corner to Stoller. Stoller, and it ends up in the hands of Job, and she loses the basketball. Turnover, down to 3:03 left here, and they're going to say that Lemaire was on the line for Nauvoo-Colusa. Turn it back over to Springfield Calvary. 21-point lead, down to 3 minutes. Top of the key, that'll be Job. Picked by Stotler. Drives right side. She tries to drive her way in, and Lemaire wouldn't let her in. Haas with the rebound, and a foul going to be called. That's going to be on McQuillan. That'll be her second foul. Lamb checks in. She's going to come in for Job.
Calvary has 2 players in the game right now with 2 fouls.
The inbound, Haas gets it back to Euskis. Euskis gets it on the post to Lemaire. Lemaire with the basketball gives it to Haas. Slam just goes down. Haas takes advantage, drives, blocking foul called on Calvary. We'll see who gets this. That's going to be on McQuillan. That'll be number 3 for her, Tim.
Yeah, and I don't understand why you keep her in there, because if she just got her second, I think you'd take her out.
Yeah, I would have thought so too early in this contest here, but they must figure, hey, we're down by a lot. We got to put all our eggs in the basket. And there's Haas for another free throw. She'll shoot the second one. It's up and good. 6 for 6 on free throws. All Haas at the free throw line, making it 24-1. And that was Steele, no good. And Haas had the rebound. They're saying jump basketball. It will be Calvary Saint basketball. Steele will inbound for Calvary. Get it to Job. Job feeds down low to Stotler. Stotler back doors to Steele. Steele, left side to Job. Steele wide open for 3. No good. And the ball goes off of Eustace, and it'll stay with Calvary. Checking in will be Scott back into the ball game. Checking out will be Newland. Back out front, that's Job. Job feeds down low to Stotler, and she loses the ball out of bounds, and I think that's quick hands there by Haas that caused that problem, Tim.
Yeah, and this whole Nauvoo-Colusa team plays really good defense. I think that's why they're up at this much at this point.
Ball in, misplay on the inbound. Flam gets it to Job. Job shoots a 3 off the top the backboard. Rebound, Denny, the shortest person on the floor. And Lemire gets fouled by Job, and that's going to be her first foul. 24-1 with 1:49 left. Halftime, we'll have the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show for you. They're in Quincy at 3431 Main Street. Euskis with the ball, Flam on her. Goes to the right side, feeds down low to Scott. Gives it back out to Lemaire. Lemaire to Denny. Denny carried the ball but got it back under control. Loose ball. And Steele leaves the ball back behind her. Picks it back up, drives in. She's got Scott on her, throws it up, no good. Rebound Haas as she dribbles out of it. That'll be Lemaire bringing the ball up. She'll get across half line, get it to Euskis, and Flem tries to steal it. Euskis gives it to Haas. Haas drives to the lane, kicks it off the glass, and it is good. Shot up, no good. Haas with the rebound. She'll kick it over to Euskis. Pick from Haas. Euskis shoots the three off the rim, no good. And Haas with the rebound, but they're going to say it hit the top of the board. 32.8 seconds left. Flem with the basketball for Springfield Calvary. Left-hand side to Job. She almost ran past the ball. Back into Flem. She'll put it up high. No good. Gets her own rebound. No good. And Job with the rebound. No good. Rebound Haas. Lemaire with the basketball. And that's going to be Job with the foul. That's her second foul. They'll shoot two because they're in the bonus. I forgot, you got the whole hands up here. The fastest fingers in the world. You've got to have peripheral vision to see that. First time I saw that, I thought it was voodoo. The first one up, no good by Lemaire. She doesn't have any points so far. She'd like to get her first points of this championship game. Shoots. And in and out, no good. Rebound underneath the basket was Haas. Down, and that's going to be the last play of this half. The Nauvoo-Colusa Vikings are ahead 28-1 as we head to halftime. And the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. They're at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Go there for your next purchase. They can help you find the vehicle for you. We'll be back.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at No. 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports, your source for IESA state action for girls and boys basketball, 7th and 8th grade, softball, baseball, volleyball. We'll be there to cover that for you. That's a brainchild of Central Illinois Sports, BC Hornet Sports, thinking that these kids deserve coverage, Tim. That's, you've made it to the state tournament. We've got one radio station that's been here just for this game. They haven't been here any other time, and we saw that last year when Pittsfield was in, Brown County was in. We just didn't see any coverage for these kids, and Charlie and Jack went up and made a proposal to the IESA, and they did. So we're glad that you could join it. First year out, we're going to make some mistakes, and we'll get better at that, though. Let's look at the stats here, brought to you by Little Jess, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. They're in Quincy at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. They'll give you a great car buying experience. So let's look at, it's going to be really easy for the Springfield Calvary. They scored 1 point in the first quarter. McQuillan from the foul line. They were completely shut out by it in the second quarter. By 10 points, and I don't know what kind of run that Nauvoo-Colusa's on. This is what Nauvoo-Colusa looks like. Denning with 2 points. 10 points for Euskis. She's got 2 threes, 2 twos. Newland, 2 points. 14 points for Macy Haas. And that's her 28 points. Here's what the field looked like for Springfield Calvary. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 0 for 15 from two-point land, 0 for 3, and I may have missed some in there. They missed a lot of shots. For Nauvoo-Colusa, 6 for 8. No, I got that wrong. 6 for 7 from the free throw line. 6 for 8, excuse me, that's correct. 8 for 17 from two-point land and 2 for 5 from three-point land. Tim, let's talk about the real keys to the second half here. We'll take one more station break. Nauvoo-Colusa's just got to keep doing what they're doing. Springfield Calvary's got to find the bucket.
Yeah, and they gotta figure out how to slow down their offense, and not slow down too much to where you're wasting clock, but slow it down to where you're getting good shots instead of those forced-up shots that they've been throwing up.
And Kevin Dieterle says a lot in our broadcast that we have at home, that you've got to move with a purpose and you got to pass with a purpose. And I take that purpose being is you got to know and put good, crisp passes out there. And they haven't been doing that. So they've got to play a crisper game of ball that supposedly got them here for this contest. So at halftime, it's 28-1. Nauvoo-Colusa over Springfield Calvary in the 1A or 7-2A championship game. We'll be back.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Timely application of crop nutrients based on soil test results and the individual yield goals is the focus of the agronomy team at Logan Agri-Service, Inc. Logan Ag delivers anhydrous ammonia, dry fertilizer, UAN, liquid starter, and our lineup of Logan Agri-Yield micronutrients direct from us to your field. Striving to get the right fertilizer products at the right place in the right field at the right time, that's Logan Agri-Service. For fertilizer and application services, call 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Jay Surratt, Tim Hole, Lisa Surratt back with you on Central Illinois Sports as we start the second half. It's Nauvoo-Colusa 28 and Springfield Calvary 1. Drive in. Lemaire, she gives it out to Denning. Denning back out to Haas. Haas for the long two, blocked by Job. Headed back the other direction. Job, top of the key. To get it in the corner. Corner shot by McQuillan, no good. Haas will bring it down and goes all the way and bumped by Job. That'll be foul number 3 for her. Okay, the inbound will be Euskis. Get it into Haas in the lane. She tries to go up, partially blocked. Scott gets the basketball. She's fighting for it, and a tie-up between her and Scott and Job, and it'll stay with Nauvoo-Colusa. Nope, goes the other direction, sorry. Calvary with the basketball. Job with the basketball. She'll get a pick there from Stotler, goes the opposite direction. Drive by Job, ball kicked. Clam going to check into the ball game. She'll tick in for McQuillan. Kendall and Job in the corners. Ball fed in by Steele, gets to Steele, down to Stotler. And Job for two, no good. Rebound Kendall. She tries to kick it back out, knocked around by Scott. It's going to be off of Flam. Nope, we're going to say it was off of Scott last. Inbound, Steele gets it to Job. Job still with the dribble, gets it into the corner. That's Stotler, gets it down to Job. Job fights her way in, no good. Kendall, no good. And a rebound, Haas. Tim, I go back, who created the contact? The contact was created there by the offense, not the defense down there.
Yeah, it was, and that's why they didn't call a foul on that play.
Ball back to top to Euskis. She throws it out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover for Nauvoo-Colusa. Almost 2 minutes of play and no score in this third quarter. Timeout being called, 30-second timeout, 28-1. Nauvoo over Calvary. We'll be back.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Welcome back to third quarter action here on Central Illinois Sports. It is 28-1. Nauvoo-Colusa leads Springfield Calvary.
All right, it'll be Job bringing the ball up for Calvary. Job with the dribble, top of the key. She tries to penetrate in, throws the ball up, no good. Rebound, who? Haas. Pressure by Job, get it over to Euskis. From behind, they almost got her. Got the ball down to Haas. She puts it up off the glass and good. And that's 2 more points for Macy Haas, making it 16. Right side, that's Job. She shoots a 2. That was out of desperation, and Stotler goes off of her hands. And Tim, I'm not seeing quality shots out of Springfield Calvary.
Yeah, I see them just forcing up shots, trying to make up that lead too quickly whenever they should just keep on getting quality shots, and that's how they'll make this lead come back.
Full court pressure. Down to 3:27 left here in the third. It's 30-1. Inbound Euskis. She finally gets it in and gets it in to Lemaire. Back to Euskis. She'll throw it down to Haas. Haas with the basketball to Euskis. Euskis brings it up, kicks it over to Lemaire. Lemaire for a long 2. She makes it. Lemaire with her first points of the ball game. Job with the basketball. She shoots a long 3, no good. Rebound in the inside there was by. She followed her own shot.
No, Steele shot the first one, and Job got the rebound.
Okay, thanks. That's Job's first points of the contest. Makes it a 32-3 ball game, down to 2:41. Euskis, the ball stolen away. That's going to be Job, goes up, and foul going to be called. .23, Haas gets that foul. That'll be her second foul. 29-point ball game. Job up at the line for 2. First one is up and good. Next shot by her. No good. The rebound goes to Euskis, and Flam's going to get a foul. That was just, there's not much you can do about that.
Yeah, they just got cut up with each other, and she was on top, so it made her a little more prone to getting a foul there.
Euskis on the inbound. Tries to get it in. She does to Haas. Haas takes it up. She's being pushed by Job, but Job knocks it out of bounds. 2:30 left here in the third. 28-point lead by Nauvoo-Colusa. Haas gets it in. She's going to take it back. She'll take the two. In and out, no good. Rebound back the other direction. That'll be Porter in the ball game. Gets it to Job. Job goes to the basket, stops and shoots. No good. Gets it to Euskis to Haas. Haas will bring the ball up for Nauvoo-Colusa. She'll have Steele on her. Takes it to the right. Job picks her up. Double team. And she drives in. Haas and gets fouled. .33 looks like Steele. That's going to be her third foul. First shot up by Haas. In. Lamb comes out, and so does Porter. That's her starters back in. Second shot by Haas, no good. Rebound. Okay, it went off of Scott, and it'll be Calvary basketball. Steele bring the basketball up for shot up, no good. A three, rebound. Calvary. Long two by Job. She makes the shot. That gives her 5 points and makes it a 33-6 ball game. We get it to Haas. Being guarded by Steele. Ball knocked away by Job. She's going to take it down. Makes the layup. Euskis. After 33-8 contest. They get the ball, goes out of bounds. Remind me of something at the end of the quarter. Inbound, that's Job for three, no good. Rebound, put back up, no good. Rebound, put back up, no good. And they're going to call foul. That'll be Alama for her first. Timeout call with 1 minute and 11 seconds. 33-8. Nauvoo-Colusa over Calvary.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Back with you, Central Illinois Sports. Steve Surratt, Tim Hull, Lisa Surratt with you. Lisa over on the camera. Tim doing all the graphics and some color for us tonight. We got championship action here in 7A girls, and the gym is alive, Tim. This is what basketball is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Don't need cheerleaders for that.
Yeah, it gets really energetic in here whenever you get one team going and the other team is trying to cheer up their players to get back
to
in there.
Steele. Steele goes into the lane, and she's going to get fouled, and I think the foul is going to be on 4. That'll be Lamera. That's her first foul.
One thing with Nauvoo-Colusa is they don't foul much.
Steele will go to the line for 2. First one is up and good. one is up. No good. Rebound Lemaire. Full court pressure. 3 people on her. And they're going to say a push. And I think that's going to be on Job. That'll be her 4th foul of the contest. Timeout call. Nope, not going to call a timeout. Back in for Nauvoo-Colusa will be Orth. Inbound, Eustace ends up in the hands of 13, Lama. He stops, shoots a jump ball. Down to 54 seconds here. Tim, we're on the verge of a running clock, but Calvary has done a wonderful job trying to come back in this ball game. That's missed by Eustace, and the rebound goes over to McQuillan. Job with the basketball. 3 for her, no good. Nauvoo-Colusa basketball. Inbound Eustace. Get it into Lemaire. She'll bring it down the right-hand side. That's the wrong place to stop, and she loses the ball out of bounds. 30 seconds left. Nauvoo-Colusa with a 24-point lead. And three-pointer steal for 3 points. And double dribble called. Ball in the corner. She stepped on the line. That was one there. Inbound, that's Steele, drives, throws it off. They're going to call foul again. Foul is on 2. That'll be Orth, be her first shot. First shot, no good by Steele. Next shot up. No good. Rebound. Eustace gets it out to Haas. Haas going to drive down, get the last second shot. No good. As the third quarter ends, it's 33 Nauvoo-Colusa, 12 Calvary Saints. We'll be back.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777. Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports, your source for IESA state action. 7th grade girls 2A action here as we head to the fourth quarter. That's going to be Steele. Steele throws down in the corner. The drive, that'll be McQuillan. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Scott under the basket. Going to be a foul called. And 24, that's going to be on McMillan. That's her fourth foul. A 21-point lead for Nauvoo-Colusa. The inbound will be Euskis. She gets it in. That's Lemaire. Back to Euskis. Euskis will bring the ball up the middle. The right-hand side dribbles. Throws back door to Scott. Off the glass, no good. Rebound. And Lemaire for two, no good. Back down the floor. Stoller to Kendall. She traveled. Inbound will be Euskis. She'll bring the basketball up after Lemaire gave it back to her. Euskis, ball knocked away, but Haas is there to pick it up. Keeps her dribble. Drives, shoots, gets fouled. She'll go to the line for two. 34. That's going to be 5 for her. As she fouls out, Leighton Job. Nauvoo-Colusa, that's Haas shooting. First one up. Good. Steele checks back in for Kendall. Haas getting ready for a second shot. It's up and good. Clem brings the basketball up and full timeout for the Calvary Saints. They're down 35-12 to Nauvoo-Colusa. We'll be back.
Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
It'll be Calvary basketball. They're down 35-12 to Nauvoo-Colusa. The Cinderella story, as I call it. Shot for two, no good. That was Porter. Haas will bring the basketball up, slam on her. They kind of keeping two people at all times on her, Kim. Nope, she gets by, shoots a layup for two. That gives her 21 on the night. 4:35 left here in the fourth. They're up by 25 points. 3-point shot. That was Steele, no good. Flynn with the rebound. Gets it down to Stotler, knocked away. There's Haas. Stops, gives it to Lemaire. Lemaire back to Haas. Haas feeds into the post to Lemaire, and it intended for Denny. She got 2 points on the night, but they can't get it. In the middle, no good. Second shot up. Stotler, no good. Two bunnies missed there, Tim. And that seems to be the story. They've missed 34 two-pointers. Euskis to Haas. Back out to Euskis. Open for three. No good. Rebound. Euskis gets it back out to Lemaire. Lemaire gives it to Euskis. 3 again. No good. Rebound back the other direction. That will be McQuillan. She got 4 fouls. Porter for 2. No good. Rebound Haas. And timeout called. Nauvoo-Colusa, full timeout. We'll be back after this, 37-12.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the perfect gifts for this holiday season.
Come in and check out all of the great gift ideas like hunting accessories, clothing, gun safes, guns and bows.
Let Game Masters help you with your holiday shopping.
Go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection.
And don't forget gift cards for those hard-to-buy loved ones. Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
Game Masters in Quincy.
We're passionate about the outdoors.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply. Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports Championship 7th grade 2A basketball here. Nauvoo-Colusa and Springfield Calvary. Nauvoo-Colusa, it's been all them since the start, 37-12. Haas with the basketball, getting down to that 3-minute mark. Euskis, slam on her. They drive in. Kicks back out to Haas. Haas over to Lemaire. Lemaire with the basketball. She gets it to Euskis. Back out to Lemaire. Over to Haas. Back to Lemaire. They're just going to try to let the air out of the basketball, get this thing done. Gets it over to Haas. Back to Lemaire. Back over to Euskis. She drives low. Tries to feed it low. The ball is stolen by Porter. And it's going to be got back by Lemaire. As she couldn't find a handle on it. Euskis. Haas. Coach is saying go toward the basket. Drive. Kicks out to Euskis. She shoots off the backboard, no good. Rebound Haas off the glass for 2. Haas with 2 more points. That'll give her 23 on the night. Steele tries to feed to Porter. It's loose. Kendall tries to get it, can't get it. On the floor and out of bounds off of check 9. Is that right? I think that's correct. Coming. Okay, that'll be Fink. Ellie Fink into the ball game. Steele. Porter. Picked by McQuillan. Porter back up to McQuillan. The Flam. She drives, puts it up. No good. Gets her own, puts it up and puts it in. That is her first 2 points of the contest. Down to about the minute mark, 39-14. Kendall with the rebound, knocked away by Haas. Or I should say Steele. It'll be Calvary basketball. The inbound, knocked away by Fink. Ends up Nauvoo-Colusa. Haas with the basketball. Timeout call. See if we Sarah Lana. Taylor Freed. Cole in the ball game. She's got the basketball. Frustration setting in for Calvary. They still have the dogs out there. Ball down the right side, and Flynn's going to get a foul. That'll be her second foul. Postgame show is going to be brought to you by Blessing Health Systems. Has locations throughout the region to meet the health care needs for your family, from walk-in to primary care, specialty care, and emergency medicine. Blessing Health System is here to serve you. Learn more at blessinghealth.org. Foul is going to be on Steele. That's her fourth foul. Calvary puts in the rest of their bench. With the basketball. Lama. And jump ball. .6. Get as much as you can. Lisa's trying to work with the camera, picking it up and using it to try to get this last bit as the Nauvoo-Colusa fans are on their feet, and well, they should be. Winning this for their basketball coach that died of pancreatic cancer just a couple of weeks ago. Down to about 13 seconds. It's stolen. Going Nauvoo-Colusa's way, and she travels. Lama with the travel. Down to 10 seconds. What a wonderful feeling, win a state championship, as we saw the Central Panthers win the state championship in 1A football. Flam puts up the last shot. It's no good. Well, I said last shot, and they got one more off. Nauvoo-Colusa with the win. We'll be back with the Blessing Health System postgame show after these messages.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. Wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Postgame brought to you tonight by Blessing Health Systems. You're listening to Central Illinois Sports, your source for Illinois IESA state action, both boys and girls basketball, 7th and 8th grade, volleyball, baseball, and softball. Postgame brought to you by Blessing Health System. Scoring looks like this for the Calvary Saints tonight. Scored 14 points in this contest, 14 points, 2 by Flam, 1 by McQuillan, 4 by Steele, 7 by Job for a total of 14 points. They were 3 for 8 from 1 point, 4 for 38, Tim, from 2-point land, and 1 for 12 from 3-point land. For the winning and 7 2A girls champions, Nauvoo-Colusa Vikings. It looks like this: Denning 2, Lemaire 2, 10 for Eustis, 2 for Newland, 23 for Haas in this ball game. 9 for 12 from free throw line, 12 for 28 from 2-point land, 2 for 6 from 3-point land. And Tim, who's the player of the game, brought to you by?
Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports.
Denning and Kendall both get the,
Sportsmanship
Award for this contest. And so player of the ball game, she's carried this team and done a lot, as I'm going to give it to Macy Haas, the 7th grader, but I've got to give a big attaboy to Scarlett Eustis, because she set the tone back in the first half. She had 10 points in the first half, and 2 of those were threes, and that spread that lead out and allowed them just to move on from there, Tim.
Yeah, as soon as she started scoring, that whole team started having the momentum move toward their side, and they had a big lead at halftime because of her play helping their team.
Absolutely. Great contest, or great teams. Nauvoo-Colusa, you got to watch them over in Virginia, and they've won like champions. I saw the coach get players into the ball game, weave in 1 or 2 as we went along there. And doing that, but what a great accomplishment for that community. And again, they have raised pancreatic cancer awareness during this time by what they've worn on their shirts, and what a tribute by a community to a coach to go out and do something like win a state championship.
Yeah, it's a good representation of how strong they are as a team, because teams like some teams might just go against each other as soon as their coach is not there, just think that they can do whatever they want, but this team stuck together and they won this game as a team.
And so I would venture to guess there might be a Pontimus award here of the medal. I would say to the coach, if not, there should be, that he's not here as they give it to Springfield Calvary. We're going to keep it here and let you see the award presentations for this contest. And just to let you know, we'll have the broadcast for you Saturday from Havana. We got 6 games, 8th grade 2A girls up in Havana. And for us, close by will be Liberty as one of the schools up there. Havana's in that tournament. Peoria Christian, Serena, Paris Crestwood, Altamont. I can't remember all the teams that are in that, but we'll have that broadcast for you on Saturday, as they keep continuing giving the medals to Springfield Calvary. They had quite the crowd here tonight. Job had quite a tournament. She carried a lot of Springfield Calvary on her shoulders as a scorer. A lot of good intermingling players there. They've got a good nucleus, Tim.
Yeah, they do. They all look very close to each other.
And seemed to move the ball well. They just could not put the ball in the bucket tonight. And, hey, that's the name of basketball. You got to put the ball inside that basket. Want to thank the IESA and their organization for having the foresight to give this coverage to these young students and their families. We hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. And first year, we got a lot to learn, but I think everybody's been pretty happy with the broadcast overall.
Yeah, it's been fun to do this for the 7th grade, and hope that the 8th grade just as good.
Yeah, we're hoping for a little closer contest. We've had some pretty split ball games here, but the 8th grade, that ought to be a different level of basketball coming up this week.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you said Paris Crestwood made it to the 8th grade one, didn't you?
I think they did.
So we might see some of them there as we saw them in the first round of this.
Yeah, as I look through some of the rosters, if there's any repeats, even in the slate of 16, there was a lot of 7th graders on that roster. If Lisa could hand me my phone, see if she'll hand me my phone, Tim. I can find the games we're doing.
She said no, if you're wondering.
Yeah, I just thought I'd give the folks at home the ball games that are coming up Saturday that they can watch just from our level. IEA basketball. We'll check it out and see what we've got here. Girls basketball. Okay, we'll look at the 8th grade coming up if I can touch it. Nope. Okay, the 2A looks like this, Tim. At 10 o'clock Saturday, we'll have Nokomis and Havana. Your 11:30 game will be Paris Crestwood and Serena. Your 1 o'clock game, Hayworth and Liberty. And your 2:30 game will be Armstrong Ellis against Peoria Christian. Some of the other contests that we have out there in 1A, you will have Ottawa Wallace and Sigel St. Michael, Carrollton St. John in that one, and Donovan, Normal Epiphany, and Royal Prairie View Ogden, Peoria St. Jude, and Washington St. Patrick. We're trying to look to see if there's any Pittsfield Pikeland in 3A. That'll have some interest over in Central Illinois sports area. And trying to look to see if there's anybody else locally. But we'll have all 4 classes for you. For Central Illinois sports, Tim Hull, Steve Surratt, Lisa Surratt, we say good night, God bless, and goodbye.